This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Set to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Going up for the first down with a 3rd and 7.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Gain moves the ball to the 37th. Another first down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Movement here from the tight end. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Georgia.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Just a pre-snap movement. Back in motion. To the air. It's Rashada. It's an out route. The catch made. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Good catch just past the first down line to allow the drive to continue. It's a nice play by the quarterback and wide receiver there.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down. Bunny Michelle, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it on first down. It's a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Dropping back, it's Rashada. Quick throw to the left. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. And the wideout goes in motion. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
See what the call is on 1st and 10.
Check. 29 Philly. 2-10.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
The Dogs looking to cash in this red zone trip. Quarterback appears to be changing the play.
6-9-1. Gators score. Gaucho. Gorilla.
Dropping back, it's Rashada. Receiver makes the grab. Bulldozing his way through. Touchdown, Dogs. This quarterback on fire today.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
And now here comes the point after attempt. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Caught near the sideline. It's Johnson.
This play takes a little bit of time to develop. The quarterback shows outstanding patience here before he makes that throw.
Second down play coming up for this offense. A quick throw out left, complete.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Missouri getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Using his legs, it's Lacey. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Down he goes, a sack.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. And I even throw in Geno Atkins, who had a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
Missouri, 0.
offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, the defense coordinator this week is already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
So no long field goal tip. The offense is on the field to go for it on 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Can he take it all the way? Inside the 20. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a hit. Sets up the offense in great position. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. First down here for this offense. On the run, it's Robinson. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking downfield. It's Rashada. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball.
Hitman! Oh my God. Hold on. Oh.
That ball just seemed
That's
to
the
sail.
ball,
You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone.
Come on, set. Tuna. Lion.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. And he'll drop back here on third down. On the run here. Lets it go. Goes to the sideline. Steps out after a short gain.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive.
Gorilla, slam.
Receiver in motion now. They go with a direct snap. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
The Bulldogs hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team's on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Tries the right with a quick throw. It's caught downfield. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for first and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Lacey. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a second and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the option play. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Important third down play coming up. They'll try to run for the first down. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Missouri getting set for the first and 10 coming up. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Incompletion makes it second down. Here's the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but yet nothing.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 18, returning, trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw. It's Rashada. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Tuggle. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback drops back. Makes the catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Evans. You make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Georgia.
So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And it's good right down the middle. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Bulldogs will kick this away to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Trying to extend the play. On the move, looking deep. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
So that huge gain quickly sets up a first and goal just inside the 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's running out of time here. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
This will be a challenge now. Second and goal back at the 13. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And the ball is knocked loose. Who's got it? Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do. They're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? And the Sox are able to bring him down quickly.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Back to pass. It's Rashada. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain.
Fuck out of
Your
here.
head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second
No
half.
plays.
Into a third down, you got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Rashada. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw, and that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years, guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. But it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
You can use this one.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Ball handed off. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll change the pre-snap look now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Getting set. Here's second down. Oh, it's snapped to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Crucial third down play right here. Dropping back. It's Rashada. That pass is no good. Incomplete to wrap up play here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. This is Georgia 17, Missouri 7.
The Dogs will have to punt this one away.
On to punt it away.
The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in a costly fumble in plus territory. They can't have another one of those here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
He went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's complete downfield. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on 3rd down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That's caught. It's Lacey. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. And he'll set up to throw. And here comes a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Back to throw again. He's looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it. And gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
Snags the quick throw. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri. That's a crucial score, Kurt. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. The momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, about the only thing that went right for the offense there, Chris, is they kept the ball in bounds to try to keep that clock moving. The defense does their job. They're just trying to think of any way at all to get that ball out and get the ball back to their offense to have a shot here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback is going to make a play through the air. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down play coming up. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Important second down play coming up. Hand off to the back. And it'll be Smother right at the line for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. And now the handoff. And tackled after a small pickup there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And the offense just takes a knee here. So the win streak continues for this team. Good job, Kirk, bouncing back. They're just getting stronger and stronger now.